If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. Shedeur Sanders is about to take center stage in Cleveland, and the excitement surrounding the young quarterback could hardly be more palpable. The Browns have struggled this season, posting a 2-8 record, and hope is something that has been in short supply in Cleveland, with the franchise searching for a spark. The announcement by head coach Kevin Stefanski that Sanders will make his first regular season start this Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders has generated a wave of optimism and curiosity. For a rookie who was drafted in the 5th round, the pressure is enormous. And yet Sanders appears ready to embrace it. In his own words, he feels he is the guy. And he isn't shy about letting fans know that he is committed to stepping into this role with full confidence. There's a sense of urgency surrounding his development, considering the Browns have been trying to find a quarterback capable of leading the team forward. This opportunity is more than just a chance to play. It is a platform for Sanders to show that he can handle the professional level, that he can thrive under pressure, and that he can potentially change the narrative surrounding a struggling franchise. Sanders' journey to this moment hasn't been straightforward. Just last week, he made his debut under difficult circumstances, coming in for fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel after a concussion forced Gabriel out of the game. That first taste of regular season action was far from perfect. Sanders completed only 4 of 16 passes for 47 yards, throwing 1 interception and no touchdowns, while being sacked twice for a total loss of 27 yards. The Browns ultimately fell to the Baltimore Ravens, 23-16, a result that underscored the work Sanders has ahead of him. Yet, despite the rough debut, Sanders' attitude remained remarkably positive. He acknowledged the challenges, but framed them as part of the learning curve. Rather than letting mistakes define him, he sees them as building blocks, as lessons he can apply in preparation for his first official start. This mindset is critical for any rookie quarterback, particularly one stepping into a team that has struggled for consistency and identity. Cleveland fans, weary of false hope over the years, are eager to see whether Sanders' confidence is justified or if the pressures of the NFL will prove overwhelming. The promise Sanders made to Browns fans is rooted in more than just words. He is determined to be a presence in the offense, to understand the intricacies of every play, and to lead with authority in interviews with the media. Sanders emphasized that he is taking a hands-on approach to learning, one that involves understanding the alignment of the offensive line, the movement of receivers, and the nuances of each play. His style is not simply to memorize schemes, but to develop a feel for the game, to internalize the rhythm of the offense so that his decision-making becomes instinctive. This is a critical point for understanding why Sanders believes he can succeed. Where others may have struggled, the Browns' offense has lacked rhythm this season, and having a quarterback who approaches preparation with a detailed, immersive mindset could be exactly what the team needs. By emphasizing his need to experience the game physically and mentally, Sanders is signaling that he is willing to put in the work that goes beyond the typical rookie experience. Kevin Stefanski's confidence in Sanders is another key factor in this unfolding narrative. The head coach has publicly expressed optimism that Sanders will improve once he begins to take first-team practice reps, something that had been primarily reserved for Gabriel. These reps are crucial, giving Sanders the opportunity to develop timing with his receivers, improve chemistry with the offensive line, and adjust to the speed and complexity of professional defenses. Stefanski's endorsement reinforces the idea that the coaching staff sees real potential in Sanders, not just as a temporary stopgap, but potentially as a quarterback capable of leading the team beyond the current season. For fans, this is significant because coaching confidence can translate into game-day execution. When a rookie knows the staff believes in him, it can bolster mental toughness and improve performance under pressure. Sanders' comments reflect his understanding of this dynamic, acknowledging that practice and preparation are fundamental to realizing his potential on the field. The broader context of the Browns season makes Sanders' start even more intriguing. With a 2-8 record, Cleveland is well out of playoff contention. Yet the team faces a critical period in which they must evaluate their future at quarterback. A strong performance by Sanders could shift the team's trajectory and potentially alter plans regarding Dillon Gabriel's role. While Gabriel remains the nominal starter when healthy, Sanders' ability to perform in live-game situations could prompt discussions about a more permanent change under center. It's a high-stakes moment for both players and the franchise, as performance now can influence personnel decisions for years to come. The fans' anticipation is palpable, and social media has been buzzing with predictions, advice, and cautious optimism, reflecting the weight of expectation resting on Sanders' shoulders. In this sense, Sunday's game is not just about a single win, it's about evaluating a potential cornerstone for the Browns' future. Sanders' mindset going into this first start is worth highlighting because it blends confidence with humility, pressure with preparation. He repeatedly stresses that he thrives under pressure, that the accelerated timeline to his debut has forced him to adapt quickly, and that he welcomes the challenge. This is a crucial trait for any quarterback, particularly in the NFL where mental resilience often separates good players from great ones. Sanders isn't promising perfection. Rather, he's promising commitment, focus, and the relentless pursuit of improvement. This attitude resonates with fans who have endured years of quarterback instability and are eager to see someone step in with a clear sense of purpose. Sanders' ability to articulate this vision publicly suggests a level of maturity beyond his years and experience, a rare trait for a rookie in such a high-pressure situation. The matchup against the Raiders adds another layer of intrigue. Both teams enter the game with identical to 2-8 records, making this contest more than just a statistical event. It's a fight for pride, identity, and momentum. Sanders' preparation, including studying defensive schemes and understanding individual matchups, will be tested immediately. The Browns' offensive line will need to protect him effectively, and receivers must execute their routes with precision. All these variables will contribute to determining whether Sanders' promise to fans translates into tangible results on the field. Betting lines, such as the Browns being 4-point underdogs, reflect the uncertainty surrounding this game but also highlight the potential for an upset. For Sanders, the challenge is clear: turn preparation into performance and begin to build trust with teammates and fans alike. Ultimately, the story of Shedeur Sanders' first start is about more than statistics or a single game outcome. It's about a young quarterback stepping into the spotlight with determination, facing immense pressure, and striving to prove that he can be the answer the Browns have been searching for. His promise to fans encapsulates this journey, signaling confidence, commitment, and an understanding of the work required to succeed at the NFL level. As Sunday approaches, all eyes will be on Cleveland, waiting to see whether Sanders can turn potential into performance, adversity into triumph, and hope into reality. For the Browns and their supporters, this game could mark the beginning of a new chapter, one defined by resilience, growth, and the emergence of a quarterback ready to take responsibility and make his mark on a franchise desperate for stability and leadership. The stakes are high, the pressure is real, and the story is only beginning. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. There's a storm brewing over in Cleveland, and it's not just the kind of storm you see on the scoreboard. The Browns, a team that has battled injuries, coaching controversies, and locker room drama in the past, seem to have hit a whole new level of internal chaos. The epicenter, none other than star cornerback Denzel Ward, who has allegedly made some explosive claims that could rock the franchise to its very core. According to sources that are buzzing in whispers around league insiders, Ward has publicly announced he will no longer play alongside Deshaun Watson, and it doesn't stop there. The former Pro Bowl corner reportedly went further, suggesting that Watson isn't just a teammate he's unwilling to play with, but that he is actively disliked, even hated, by the Browns locker room. If these claims are true, it paints a picture of a team in turmoil, a roster fractured in a way that fans and analysts have long feared but rarely witnessed in such stark terms. The whispers started slowly, almost like a ripple in a quiet pond, but the momentum grew quickly. Ward, known for his quiet professionalism and elite play on the field, is not the type of player to speak out without cause, and yet those close to the Browns locker room suggest that this is not the first time internal tensions have bubbled to the surface. Sources hint that disagreements between Watson and several teammates have been ongoing for months, simmering beneath the surface during practices, meetings, and even team meals. Ward's public stance could be the breaking point, the moment when private frustration spills into the public domain and ignites a media firestorm. There are murmurs that some players have privately expressed frustration with Watson's leadership style, his communication with teammates, and what some perceive as a lack of accountability. Whether those whispers reflect the majority sentiment of the roster remains unclear. But the very fact that a star player like Ward feels emboldened enough to make such statements is alarming. The impact of these comments could be seismic. Denzel Ward is arguably one of the most talented defensive backs in the league. A player capable of changing the trajectory of a game with a single play, losing his buy-in, or having him openly distance himself from the team's quarterback, is more than just a locker room issue, it's a football problem. Analysts have speculated on how this tension might manifest on the field, from miscommunications in the secondary to a lack of cohesion that could ripple through the entire defensive unit, or a team that has been chasing postseason relevance and stability. This revelation could be catastrophic, yet, despite the potential fallout, there's a raw honesty in Ward's words that has captured the attention of fans nationwide. In a league where players often speak in carefully crafted soundbites, a statement like this feels unfiltered, authentic, and importantly, consequential. Fans are, understandably, in a frenzy. Social media platforms are alight with speculation, some defending Watson, others siding with Ward, and many simply trying to make sense of the seismic shakeup. The narrative is complex. Deshaun Watson, coming off a controversial period in his career, has faced scrutiny both on and off the field, and the Browns' investment in him has been significant. The tension, if true, between him and Ward adds a new chapter to what some are calling the most turbulent era in recent Cleveland Browns history. Rumors are swirling about meetings that may or may not have happened behind closed doors, emergency sit-downs with coaches, and even discussions at the upper management level about potential trades, benching scenarios, or other drastic moves to stabilize the locker room. Every report seems to add a new layer of intrigue, fueling the fire for both fans and media outlets alike. Coaches and front office personnel are reportedly walking a tightrope. The situation presents a delicate balancing act, maintaining team unity while also managing the egos and frustrations of top-tier talent. Inside sources suggest that the Browns' leadership is acutely aware of the optics and the potential damage this could cause to team morale. The challenge is compounded by the sheer visibility of the players involved. Ward is respected, feared, and a key component of the defense, while Watson carries the weight of the franchise's quarterback expectations. Managing this tension without it affecting the team's performance on game day is a scenario that has analysts across the league holding their breath. Some insiders even suggest that the drama might extend into trade rumors, contract negotiations, and perhaps even coaching decisions if the rift cannot be mended quickly. The air around the Browns facility is reportedly thick with speculation, with every practice, every media interaction, and every locker room conversation dissected for clues. Rumors continue to swirl about the root causes of this tension. Some attribute it to playing style disagreements, suggesting that Ward's defensive approach clashes with Watson's offensive schemes. Others hint at personality clashes, leadership conflicts, or even deeper philosophical divides within the locker room. What's clear is that the issue transcends simple performance metrics. Analysts are dissecting everything from practice habits to sideline interactions, looking for the smallest signs that might confirm what many are now calling a full-blown rift. There's talk that some veteran players are attempting to mediate behind the scenes, trying to bridge the gap between the stars whose cooperation is essential for team success. Whether these attempts are successful or if they even exist is anyone's guess. But the perception alone is enough to create tension among fans and media alike. The Browns' season, if these rumors hold weight, could hinge not just on X and O's, but on interpersonal dynamics that are often invisible to outsiders. Ward's bold declaration is more than just a headline. It's a potential inflection point for the franchise. Every pass Watson throws, every defensive play Ward executes, now carries an additional layer of narrative weight. Will the team find a way to reconcile its stars, or will the fractures deepen, spilling into public view more dramatically? The questions are mounting, and the speculation is relentless. Fans are dissecting every past interaction between Ward and Watson, looking for clues in interviews, game footage, and social media posts, as if the answers to Cleveland's football fate lie hidden in subtleties that most would overlook. In the end, the Browns are facing a crucible. A team with talent, ambition, and passionate fan support is now wrestling with a story straight out of a Hollywood drama, complete with tension, betrayal, and high stakes. The outcome is unknown, the possibilities endless, and the intrigue undeniable. Whether this tension leads to reconciliation, reshuffling, or continued unrest, one thing is certain: Denzel Ward's revelation has made the Browns locker room one of the most compelling storylines in football today. as the rumors circulate and the media frenzy grows. The question on everyone's mind is whether the Browns can survive the storm brewing within, or if this chapter will mark a turning point for a franchise that has long struggled to balance talent, leadership, and harmony. Whatever happens next, the world will be watching, because in sports, drama like this isn't just off the field, it becomes part of the game itself. A storyline as gripping as any last-second touchdown or game-changing interception. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!